So I thought I'd jump on and show you guys how to make a Call the Midwife blanket. I'm going to break it down row by row, section by section, and we'll make it quite easy. Because I was scared to make it, but it's actually turned out it's not that difficult. So what you need to do to start with is just remember that each block on the blanket is made up of 17 stitches. Once you've decided how many blocks you want to make a chain of 17 stitches times by that number. So for instance, the blanket I made was 17 times by 8. And then once I've got that many stitches, you're going to add on an extra 7. So I'm just going to do 2 blocks. So I'm going to go and crochet chain 17, 17, and then an extra 7, and then I'll come back at the end of that. So for this tutorial, I'm just doing 2 blocks. So I am going to add my extra 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you have your chain to the length that you need, you're going to skip the first 6 stitches, and that creates the first sort of block for the ladder detail at the side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to do a double crochet into the 7th chain. After you've done the first one, you are going to chain 1, and then you are going to skip a stitch, and then you're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. And you're just going to repeat that until you have 8 of these. So we don't ever count the first one. So that's 1, 2, and we need 8 of these. Once you have your first 8, so remember we don't count this first one, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you're going to do is you're actually going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2. So skip these ones. And then you're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, and then you're just going to repeat what you've just done. So you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and just continue until you have 8 more of these. So as you can see, I've got another 8 here, but I've also got 3 stitches remaining, and that's what you want to have. Once you've done that one, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to insert another double crochet just at the end, and that's going to mirror this sort of ladder effect and this ladder effect, and you would just continue this all the way along until you get to the end, and you're going to do it exactly like that. So at the end of every row, or at the start of every row, you're going to chain 4, and then you're going to turn your work. So I'm going to show you how to do the next row. So the next row, we are going to yarn over, and we're going to insert a double crochet into the top of here. And then what you want to do for this section is basically insert a double crochet into every chain space and every stitch all the way along until you get to here, and then I'll show you what to do from there. So I have inserted a double crochet into the top of every one, and the end one here as well, and every chain space. So an easy way to make sure you're doing it right is if you count along, you should have 15. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. When you get to here, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to continue this on the next block. Same as the last row and every other row going forwards, you're going to chain 2 and then insert a double crochet into the chain space here. So for the next row, this row is going to be the row that starts the pattern in the middle here. So you're going to again chain 4, turn your work, and then to get started, you're going to have to do 6 double crochets on top of these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll meet you in again. So once you have inserted 6 double crochets, you're going to chain 3, skip 3 stitches, and then finish off with 6 double crochets. So I'll finish it off and show you what it looks like. This is what the section should look like. So it should be 6 double crochet, chain 3, you're skipping 3 stitches, and then you're doing a further 6 double crochet. Again, you're going to chain 2, and then just repeat what you've just done here on the next sort of section, and just keep doing that for the length of the blanket. Once you get to this last double crochet, you're going to chain 2 and then insert a double crochet into the chain. So I'm at the end of this row now, and I've chained 4, so I'm just going to turn. So on this row, you're going to be making like sort of the petal detail of the flower. Sorry, I was interrupted there. So on this one, it's going to be sort of the petal detail at the side. So what you want to do is start your chain 4 like normal, and then insert a double crochet into the first stitch, and in total you need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to chain 3, and you're going to insert a single crochet into this gap here. And then you're just going to mirror what you've just done on this side. So you're going to chain 3, skip 2, and then do 4 on top of there. This is what the section looks like at the end. So like I said, we're going to chain 4, insert 4 double crochets, skip 2, insert a single crochet into the middle of the gap, skip 2, or sorry, chain 3, skip 2, and then do the 4 double crochets. And then if you're continuing on with the blanket again, you're just going to chain 2, and then you're going to repeat what you've done on this side on every section of the blanket. So for the next row again, you are going to chain 4, turn your work, and you need 6 double crochets to start with. So obviously you're going to do 4 on top of here, and then insert 2 into the chain space, chain 3, do another 2 at this side, and then another 4 across the top. So I'm going to pause, finish this section, and then come back. So when you finish this row, this is what each section of the blanket should look like. So you have 4 doubles on top of the doubles from the row below, 2 doubles in the chain space, chain 3, and then you have a mirror image. So you've got 2 in the chain space and then 4 from the row above. Again, I'm going to chain 2 and then do exactly this again in the next section. So this is what it's looking like at the end of that row. So next what I'm going to do is chain 4, and then we're just going to finish off the section by sort of repeating what we've got at the bottom here. So obviously we're going to do this row first, and then this row. So it is quite easy. All you're going to do is you're going to chain 4, which I'll do now, and then I'll flip it over and show you how to complete this row, because it is actually one of the easier rows. So turn it round. All you are going to do is insert a double crochet on top of all of these, and then in the chain space you're also going to insert 3 double crochets, and then again 6 double crochets on top of these, 1, chain 2, skip to the next section, and just repeat it. So again, each sort of section in between the ladder should have 15 double crochets, so 6, 6, and then 3 in the middle here. So the next row again starts the same way. You're going to chain 4, turn your work, and then we're creating this ladder detail along the bottom. So all we're going to do is we're going to insert a double crochet into the first, and then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, all the way along. And then when you get to this one, you're going to chain 2 and then just repeat it. You do that right across the length of your blanket, and then at the end you again chain 2 and do a double crochet into your chain space, and then you can tie off if you want to. If you are making a big blanket, all you would do is just again chain 4 and then just repeat and repeat and repeat till you get to the length you want. So I'll finish this off and then come back. So I finished off my example here. So I chained 4 and then I inserted into the first stitch from the row below, chained 1, skipped 1, chained 1, skipped 1, and went from there. When I got to the end of the section, I've chained 2 and then I've just started it again. So you would just repeat that, and then if you wanted to then make another block like that on top, all you would do is chain 4 and then do your 15 with your chain 2 in between each section, and then just repeat the rows up. And it's really easy because you can go back and go, oh, what did I do in the first row, what did I do in the second, third, fourth, fifth, and just keep going. But that's all you do. It's quite easy, and if you need anything else, just please ask and I will help you.